So I don't know, Capricorn, if this is a work situation. It looks like it may be, or it may be something that you feel is affecting your financial well-being or affecting your finances in some way. With the two sevens here, I feel like this is something of a more spiritual nature. This is like a spiritual lesson you're learning. It's like a um, I want to say the word growth. I'm hearing the word growth. Like we're growing out of this situation, okay? But there may be a situation where you've had to defend yourself, you've had to stand your ground, but maybe you don't feel like you were really heard or that you were really respected for what you had to say. I want to say, I kind of get the impression that the Queen of Cups in the center is your energy, even though you are an earth sign. You may be someone who has a lot of water in your chart, or you may be someone who is just emotionally kind of raw, or your emotions are a bit on the surface about this situation. I feel like it's pulling out your emotions. It's pulling out maybe some anger or aggression in people around you, but maybe in yourself as well. But I just feel like emotionally you're invested in this, or this is a situation that's pulling on your emotions somehow. You're dealing with an air sign. I don't feel this King of Swords is you. I feel like you're dealing with an air sign. That would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That could be their sun, moon, rising sign. Or it can just be an individual who's very matter of fact, who's very, I want to say, bossy. Maybe someone who sets the rules, kind of sets the boundaries, maybe your boss. And maybe there wasn't a great conversation with this person, or there's not a great conversation with this person in the beginning of the month. Or you don't feel like you're getting the recognition you deserve. Maybe there's some kind of review coming up, and you're feeling like you have to fight to prove how much work and effort you've done, and this person is not recognizing it. And that's affecting you emotionally, because I feel like you put in a lot of effort. You feel like this is a dead-end situation. You feel like you're never going to get that recognition. I kind of feel like some of you may be leaving this employer because there's other options coming in July. And because there's other options, you're feeling more strong. You're feeling like, okay, I can handle this. You know, at the beginning of the month, we have the Ten of Swords. This could be you feeling stabbed in the back because you didn't get the recognition that you deserved. You may be feeling trapped. Like, how do I get out of this situation? I can't leave. There's either a sense of loyalty to this employer, or maybe some technical reason, or you're just, you feel like you can't leave because you haven't been presented with any other options. Well, the month of July is where you're going to get those options, okay? So with the Hangman here, this is either saying that A, you've got to see things from a new perspective to clear out this energy and start fresh, which we are starting fresh in one capacity or another, whether you stay with this employer or not, because we have the Ten of Swords here. This is the ending. This is the finale. This is done. Or it can be that you're leaving this employer and you're deciding to look elsewhere because there's a sacrifice here to be made, okay? Let's clarify this with the Gypsy Oracle cards to see what other messages may come through. I want to look at this Seven of Cups at the top first to see, because I feel like this is also representing some confusion on your part as to how you should handle this situation, whether or not you should approach this boss. Later in the month, I want to say after the 15th, you may get more information and you may know how to better handle this situation. So at the beginning of the month, I would say if you can help it, I wouldn't push anything. Sorry, I'm dropping cards here. Okay, let's look at this Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups saying? Yeah. So you're saying goodbye. Here we have the widower and we have the old woman. This is something from the past or someone we've known for a great deal of time. Or this can be wisdom that we've gained from a situation, okay? So with being on the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's options abound. Be careful what you choose, because as you can see, there's good options and there's not so great options. So just be smart about your choices. Again, don't rush into anything. I would say really kind of, look at your options. But I think you're going to end up doing something that you really love with the Lover's card. This is saying goodbye to an old connection, to an old partnership, and doing something new. A new lover. Doing something new that you love. Let me look at the Ten of Swords here. Studying and analyzing. I think you're realizing that whatever this work situation is, you can't heal it. You can't mend it. You've tried. You've used different tactics, but internally, the Room card represents secrets and intimacy. So I feel like this relationship or this situation isn't fixable. It's not going to go anywhere. It's met its end. That's why it's on the Ten of Swords. Okay? Let me look at the King of Swords. I feel like this person you're dealing with, whoever this air sign is, I want to say there's a bit of jealousy there with the Waiting card and the Sweetheart card. They kind of see you as someone who has it all, and there's a bit of jealousy here. And I think that when you actually are presented with other options that are much better for you, and you actually take initiative to move in that direction, this may upset this individual. The Waiting card can be a card of like the green-eyed monster, jealousy, envy. So I feel like there is certainly some jealousy here from this air sign or a boss. Someone who doesn't really want to see you get ahead. Let's look at the Hangman. Remember, guys, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everyone. Okay? Making this sacrifice on the Hangman, making this sacrifice to move and forge ahead is one where, for one, you're going to be of service to yourself. You need to devote to yourself. It's going to be a fortunate turn of events. You need to devote and be truthful and honest with yourself. Make a commitment to yourself before you make a commitment to an employer. Because that's what's ultimately going to bring you happiness. Doing what you love. Okay? That's what we have for the general reading, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and move into the love portion. We have the Fool, Eight of Swords, Death card, Ten of Rods, Queen of Cups, Three of Cups, Page of Swords, the High Priestess, Five of Cups. The bottom of the deck, overall energy, is the Eight of Rods. Okay. I'm going to start with coupled Capricorns, and I want you to remember this is a general reading, so not all messages are going to apply, okay? But I'm seeing a situation here where we have a Capricorn in a love triangle. And I think that you may have internally... This is for those of you who pretty much and you have that feeling, you have that internal gut feeling that something's not right, okay? This is a month in which I want to say at the beginning, it's the middle of the month, the truth comes out. It's revealed. I feel like this is the ending of this love triangle. There may have been a water sign involved, Leo, Sagittarius, those are fire signs. We're looking at water signs. Water signs might have been involved. That's a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or this can just be saying with the Queen of Cups in the center here that you are obviously, emotional about this situation. Your emotions may be raw. There's a lot of transformation energy for you guys this month. Like cutting out what no longer works and moving into what does work, you know, what actually brings you happiness. I think that's what you're focused on. For those of you who are single, I see an ending to okay, this is what I'm going to say. For some of you who are single, I feel like there's a person you may be interested in, but there's also another person interested in the same individual. This may be a month where you learn that that other individual, unfortunately, is the one that your person of interest has chose, okay? And so you may feel like, you know, just down and out about it. Let me look here. I want to say ultimately, whatever it is that doesn't work out this month, because we do see a definite ending to some type of love triangle or love dynamic, whether you're in a relationship or not. The fact that this doesn't work out is actually very positive for you, because the overall energy is that of the 8 of Rods. New love, better love is coming in for you unexpectedly down the line, I feel. I feel like whoever this person is, for those whom this message applies to, this isn't a healthy relationship anyway. It's really not. And I think you know that. But you've had trouble figuring out, you know, emotionally, it's hard for you to disconnect from this person. Mentally, you know they may not be right for you. So you have felt trapped a bit in this relationship in the past. However, you know, the fact that all this is coming to light and to the surface is giving you that opportunity to leave, to exit. You just have to do it. You have to have the guts to do it. Again, those of you who are single, if, you know, this is somebody who you end up not getting involved with, that's okay. It's not meant to be. It's really not meant to be. And you're better for it. Let's look at the Death card here with the Gypsy Oracle cards. I kind of feel like, okay, somebody's leaving abruptly. Yep, look. You're leaving a bad situation. You're leaving a bad situation. We have the Journey, which is departure, or it's arrival. It's a journey. It's leaving or coming or going, right? Misfortune card, this is like the Tower in the Rider-Waite, where things kind of fall apart, things are coming undone with somebody we've known for some time, somebody we have a history with. This Old Woman card can also represent knowledge that we've gained from this tragic or challenging situation, okay? Let's look at the Three of Cups. The truth about a relationship dynamic is coming to light. The Wife card and this Haughtiness card. The Haughtiness card for me can just be the reveal of true colors, right? It can be just confidence and it can be arrogance. But in this particular situation, I feel like it's saying true colors are revealed, true intentions are revealed. There is another relationship dynamic here, or it may be that you're the wife. You're the one who's in this relationship, but the true colors are revealed of this person. And the Soldier, again, it's kind of like the Journey card, where it's like we're moving on, we're marching ahead. You know, a soldier's given his orders and he marches ahead. He doesn't look back. He just does what he's ordered to do. So I feel like this is something you may be doing. Finally, let me look at the Five of Cups. Out there. Five of Cups. Saying goodbye to somebody we trusted. Saying goodbye to somebody, even if you're single, this may have been a friendship. You're saying goodbye to it because secrets are revealed. The Room card is intimacy and secrets. There's secrets revealed, and you're having to say goodbye to this person in your life. I want to look at the Eight of Rods really quick before we end the reading. See, you got to understand that whatever your situation is, whether you're in a committed relationship with this person or not, the fact that you're leaving it behind and ending it with the death card here, it's very beneficial for you. It's this person is not going to give you the security and stability in a relationship that you ultimately desire, and it's a blessing, it's a gift that either you're dodging the bullet and not getting involved with somebody like this, or if you are already involved, it's a gift and a blessing to depart this relationship, because there's better blessings for you ahead, and they're going to be coming in quickly. Oops, excuse me. They're going to be coming in quickly and unexpectedly with the Eight of Rods. It's always a positive card. It's always good news coming in quickly. You know, it's right when we need it, it's there.
July 11th, and the moon is still in the deep, dark depths of our emotions in Scorpio. And today they'll be harmonizing, the moon will be harmonizing with Saturn and Pluto, this is our stuff that has been coming up, our deep, dark stuff. So we're in our deep, dark depths of our emotions, going through all of our stuff. Hooray! But today there is release, there is freedom, that tension that has been building, it is going to pop today. Whether we want that or not, the popping is happening. So let's be popcorn today and wake up. Wake up our physical bodies, wake up our physical energy, and shift, make a change. Use this electricity, it's like an arrow pointing in the sky right now, pointing with Mars and Mercury in Leo, electrified by Uranus, making this arrow in the sky. So where are you pointing this arrow of heart? It's from your heart, from our hearts. We are shooting arrows from our hearts right now. So let's make sure that they are from the heart, because there is this electricity, this popping off happening today. So be kind to yourself and others. Our emotions are extra deep today. This is the last, and then tomorrow it's Sag Moon and deep breaths and vision and freedom. But today we go through the rest of this intense emotional stuff. And if you are facing that baggage or that stuff or your blocks or limitations, there's a purpose of that today. And in the emotional depths, we can really transform. So let's surrender to this transformation and let the pops come, let the shifting electricity come and upgrade our physical bodies. Thank you, Uranus. We wake up today. Our physical energy wakes up as we go deep in our emotions and let go and slice out these structures that are no longer serving us.